This is September 27th. John Bennett and I and my two granddaughters are out on the boat. We heard that there were some oyster gro cages in the water over here, just off Thomas Island, between Thomas Island and Israel Point. And we're looking at them in the distance here, and we're seeing a cormorant sitting on them. One of them. It's some way in the distance, so you may not see it, but we're going to try to ease up on it and take a look at what. And there are two other birds in the water, very close to the cages, on the right-hand side. You can see it. There's a cormorant with its wings out, drying off on top of the float, and there's another cormorant in the water right next to the float. There it goes. Hope you can see this. There go two of them, actually. That one going in that direction. We're getting up closer, and these look like brand new cages. There are bags in them, so there are actually oysters in there. What's amazing is I don't think these people have a permit to be doing this at this point. Cages up, you can see on the top of the float there's all sorts of bird poop. There's another set of 3 cages over there, it looks like.
Yeah.
And looks like there's 6 more cages over in that direction.
Yep.
And they're birds on the ones over in the distance. We're coming up on another set of these oyster cages that I pointed out. It was in the distance, and just like the last one, on one of the floats, there's a bird. It's not surprising, because that's what these cages do. They act as roosts for birds. There it goes. It's a cormorant taken off. Again, I don't know if you can see this well, but what's really surprising is that these things are here. I don't think there's been a permit issue for this, so I'm very confused about how these are allowed to be out here without the DMR doing something to improve it. Maybe they have and didn't have a hearing on it or whatever. They look quite new, so you can see the top of this one, how it's sort of stained gray, and just as these are, and as this one is here. And that's one of the problems with this type of cage. In Canada, they had to shut the whole industry down that was using this because it attracted enough birds. The birds sit there, and what they deposit contaminates the oysters underneath them. So they have to depurate them, as they call it. You can also see the cages themselves covered with sea growth. That's something that they are going to have to take off to keep it from getting completely covered with that kind of material. And when they do that, they will flip these cages and expose the flat surface of the cage. And birds, there will be many birds that are attracted to that. The cages will be above water, and they'll be sitting here for at least a few days to try to kill that sea growth off. We think that's going to attract a lot of birds. And the danger is that this is within 10,000 feet of Bar Harbor Airport.